Hey guys, this is Dennis, the founder of Think Here.
And I'm David Griffin, your resident comic book and video game guru.
And this is our review of the second episode ever of Almost Human.
Skin. Gotta have sex bots. Gotta have sex bots.
So, what'd you think of the episode?
I loved it. This episode I thought was better than the pilot. I liked that it didn't take itself too seriously. I thought some parts in the pilot were trying to put Carl Urban as dark, and he had a dark past, and you got the In Syndicate, not the Syndicate, but the In Syndicate, and all this stuff going on. I'm like, I don't really care about all. I mean, it was good, but I didn't really care about that. This one, these guys were just kind of having fun. There was a lot of comedy in this episode. I liked it better. I'm always a fan of sex bots, so hey, I'm a fan of sex bots. But this was fun. I like this episode. It was fun.
I'm more lukewarm on it. I didn't like it as much as you did. It did what I was afraid when I talked to him about in the premiere episodes. What I was worried that they would go into this episodic thing and it become this CSI case of the week, and that's kind of what it's doing now.
Right.
Granted, Fringe did that as well, and eventually turned into a fantastic series.
Right.
So, the potential is still there. I still like the characters. I still like the dynamic between John and Dorian.
Yeah.
I like the world.
Yeah.
I just didn't particularly care much for this episode. I wasn't really that interested in the kidnapping of the ladies and the sex bots and all that stuff.
So good. Such good
but
entertainment.
I will say I liked the last 5 or 10 minutes of this episode.
Yeah, I think the moments between Dorian and John, I think those are really touching. Like in the beginning, he's asking like, what do you say to a person when somebody dies?
Yes.
And then they tie that into the end.
That's what I really liked.
Yeah, those were
when Dorian, who is, still a robot, an AI, goes and sees that one sex bot's basically dying.
Right.
And
that was cool.
and saying the comforting words. So I really liked that scene.
Right.
I also really liked the scene of John at the end going to his
nice.
dead partner's house to see the kid, So I really liked that last 5 or 10 minutes. I just wasn't that, fond of the in-between stuff.
Okay, I think it's just the comedy. Like it was.
There was some good comedy.
Like the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean who plays the scientist who was, he was like, oh, I got to insert. Oops, I don't want to say. Just all like awkward sexual dialogue. It was good. I liked the one character that worries me though. And I wasn't a big fan of her in Friday Night Lights. Minka Kelly worries me sometimes. She's a beautiful woman. She's gorgeous, simply gorgeous. I hope they use her because I love, you and I both love Battlestar Galactica, Spartacus. I love strong female characters. I hope she's not just a pretty face. I know it's early. I know they got to give her time to develop. I hope they give her character more to do. Minka Kelly worries me
and
right
hopefully
now.
there's some sort of tension between her and John, and maybe even some feistiness.
I don't mind a little love thing going. That's fine.
But yeah. It's too early to tell for about that character, and it's too early to tell about the show. I still think it has potential. I still think it can be better.
Right.
I'm just worried that they're gonna fall into this trap.
Right.
Of every episode we got a brand new case.
Right. I mean, but I think these guys can hold it up. I think it'll be an advantage, even if this, let's say the season is episodic. I think because I'm assuming it's short. I don't think this is going to be 22 episodes.
No.
So hopefully, I hope they keep this. Like with Sleepy Hollow, this is on the same network as Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow decided to renew 13 episodes. I hope they do the same thing with this and keep it just that kind of small 13 episode. Not try to, because with Carl Urban's movie career, I assume they don't have time to do that.
Also, the visual effects on this show,
expensive.
the production value
looks
on
great.
this is,
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, and there's funny moments. That moment with the with the kids that want to see
great.
the robot.
Yeah, he's just shaking his head.
Yeah.
Like he wants to do something cool, just stabs himself. Yeah.
So moments like that I really like. I just didn't care much for the story of this particular episode. I just didn't care about, finding the I don't want to sound like harsh or anything because this is just a TV show. This isn't real
Dennis,
life.
a women's skin was being harvested to form sex bots.
I just kind of like tuned out for that part.
What I love about this episode, and one thing I love about sci-fi is always a great medium, whether it's Battlestar with politics and terrorism, just talk about, other topics from a safe distance because it's just a little bit outside of our realm of understanding. I like the part when it was very subtle. The guy, one of the detectives, the guy I think was a jerk, walked in. He's like, I use sex bots. Like, whatever. It's like no big deal. And the one, I think the chief or the woman, the head in charge said, hey, it's like sexual crime has gone down like 30% since that. That's just like kind of interesting topics to talk about. Like, I like how sci-fi can do that. But I agree, this episode was episodic, but I still enjoyed it.
Okay. All right, guys. So that's what we thought of the episode. Did you really like it like David, or were you kind of lukewarm like me? or maybe you hated it, or maybe you just don't see any potential in this show. You can post your comments below on our website, thinkhero.com, and on our YouTube channel, Think Hero Pro. Make sure you subscribe to that.
Or you can come check us out on Twitter. I've talked to Dennis, myself, any of us here at Think Hero. Tell us about what your favorite shows are. What do you like? And are you a fan of sex bots? You can find us at Think Hero. I'm at Griffin DE.
And we also have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/ThinkHeroFans. And also make sure you like our page and tweet out our videos and share them, and that'll help out a lot.